Hi, I'm Leanne Ely. I'm a nutritionist, a New York Times best-selling author, and some people even say I'm a life coach. I started the Daily Dish Show to share my story, my truth, and my journey to vibrancy, and to inspire others to do the same. Because it's all about grit, perseverance, and finding a way despite the odds. It's about embracing the whole woman, not just the parts that are easy to love, and feeding her heart, mind, body, and soul. But I found that this isn't just my story, it's your story too. It's go time. This is the Daily Dish. Yay, you're all here. Hi, Helen. Hi, Deborah. I'm so glad you're here. Jeanette, Patsy, Jocelyn. Oh, it's fun to be together, isn't it? We have next week, of course, we're starting the sprint, and I am going to rattle your cages today about that because I want you to take this sprint like this is the only one you've ever done in your whole life, that this is the most incredible, brand new program, brand spanking new that you've spent $1 bazillion on, and that you're going to give it everything that you've ever had. That's the kind of sprint I want you to do next week. You know why? Because I want you to get every last juicy tidbit out of it. That's why. My girl Susan's here. So's Catherine. It's good to have you here. And that's what I want you to do. That's exactly what I want you to do. If you were here for yesterday's show, I was a little bit on it. I want to separate the pros from the amateurs, and I want to do this in earnest with you to say that you have the capability, the capacity, the intelligence, the strength to do this with everything that you've got. Yes, you do. You can have what it is that you want. It's all at the end of this 7 days that's coming up. You're going to see for yourself. Do I get some pinkies up on this? Are you all in? Are you all in? Because I haven't even started. Hi, Delia. I'm glad you're here. We also have, I see Carol and Jackie. Erica's here. Yay. Denise, Alice, our Susan, of course. I saw somebody else that I didn't. I know I'm missing somebody. Oh, Sandy. There she is. Hello. Anyway, it's going to be an epic experience if you've decided that it's going to be an epic experience. And I don't know about you, but I have decided it's going to be epic. It is going to be epic. Now, there's several things that you need to do to get ready. First of all, it's go download the program. It's 18 pages that you will be printing out. Don't tell me about your ink cartridges. I don't have time for that. Here's my, me playing the world's smallest violin. This is something that you can use over and over and over and over again. I want you to look at it. I want you to memorize it. I want you to be all about it and allow this to sink in to your very being. And the reason that this is about this, is so that you take this program as your own and you don't just scan it and go through it and then just, come and just complain about it. You instead take it and say, you know what? I'm going all in. I'm going all in. I'm going to take you there. I'm going to take you there today. We're going to go really all in on this. I'm going to give you a mindset piece that's going to help you a lot, especially if you ever feel like you're faltering or you don't have your way. It's all about that. First of all, though, a couple of things. savingdinner.com/sprint, or you can go to savingdinner.com/hub. And let me just tell you, at the hub has all the things. You can download all kinds of stuff that's all free. You can watch the webinar. You can order your kit. You can do all kinds of stuff. And by the way, get your kit ordered today. Deal? Go get it ordered. Those kits are all put together and you get 20% off. That's why we put them together for you like that. It's a great deal. Meanwhile, we have the Bio Omega 3X. That's on sale. It's on sale right now. If you buy 3, you're going to get a 4th one free. Did you know that this is one of the components for successful weight loss and also for your brain function and your heart function and for your husband's, you know what, function. Just saying, there's a connection there. You can see the connection, right? We need to, we are all omega-3 fatty acid short, deficient. Let's fix this. I really love our formula because it is made with a dried fish oil. Therefore, it's not rancid. Most of the fish oils on the market are rancid. This is why I like this one. You can find it at savingdinner.com/show. This is how you get your supplements, by the way, and that you have them on hand and you're paying a tremendously smaller amount than you would normally. I know a lot of women out there who are supplement hoarders. I don't know why, but they're not going to do you any good in your cupboard. Start taking them, okay? Let's do that. All right. So buy Omega-3X. You can buy 3, get 1 free. It's fine. You can find it at savingdinner.com/show. All you have to do is click add to cart. We do all of it for you. We put the 4th free one in there for you. Seriously. Go to the hub, go get your Sprint, get ready. Anne's in the house. She's ready to go. Let's do it. Let's do it. I think there's nothing more to say except let's do it. So we start on Monday. And what you want to do is the first thing when you get up in the morning, go to the bathroom, get naked, and get measured. Okay? Or else if you're going to put some clothes on or you want to pull the girls up so that you can do all of that, all you have to do, it's very simple. All you have to do is just make sure that you're wearing the exact same thing then that you were wearing when you did your measurements in the first place. Does that make sense? So take a picture of yourself even. Yeah. See, Patsy knows about that. We all do it, right? We all do it. We're crazy women. Why do we do these crazy things? No more. No more. If you're a part of Take Back Your Body, it's our last time tonight. Can you believe that? That's just crazy. That's just crazy. But I'm going to tell you what, it's going to be an epic night tonight. So I just can't wait. I just can't wait. I'm really excited about it. So let's keep that in mind that tonight when we come in, let's be prepared. Let's be ready. And let's do our thing. All right. Now, the other thing that I want to tell you about is several things. Well, I want to get into today's show and what have you, but I want you to be ready with the mindset piece that is coming because it's a big mindset piece. And I also want you to know that show notes are always available for you. If you get our newsletters, and make sure that you whitelist us or whatever in your address book so that you can get your newsletter. Do that because tomorrow's show notes are going to be really stellar and they're going to really help. This is stuff that you can all put in your journal and start using as prompts to help you think things through. This is important. David Baer is a friend of mine, and he also has a great quote that I'm going to give you for today. And it says, that which we tend to pay attention to is aligned with what we believe. That which we tend to pay attention to is aligned with what we believe. So what is the consequence of that? That's what we get. So if we are saying something different than what we're doing, we're in conflict. We're not in alignment. We're in conflict. And if we are talking a good talk and not walking a very good walk, we're never going to feel really well, good in our skin. We're always going to feel like we're in conflict. There's always going to be that going on. So let's start thinking in terms of how am I out of alignment so that I can get into alignment again. There's our Martha. Hello. It's good to have you here. So you ready to get going on this? Yesterday we were talking about pros, the difference between a professional and an amateur. And I was talking about this in relationship to how I've noticed over the years, all these years of doing the sprint and having supplements and all of that, I have noticed that there's a difference between those who go pro and those who stay in the amateur lane. And also those who just drop out and, Irish goodbye us. There's a big difference. And pros always show up. And you know why pros show up? Because they envision their lives with specifics and with clarity. That's what it is. Specifics and clarity. We're going to get into that. Because let's start first with what the word envision means. Well, first of all, there's Beverly. Hello, Beverly. What does the word envision mean anyway? Because when we vision something, we envision something. What does that mean? It says, this is what the dictionary says, imagine as a future possibility. It's the act of visualization, which I think is interesting. It's to think of, to picture in your mind. That's what that is. Envisioning holds fast to a vision. Full stop. Envisioning holds fast to a vision, holds tight, holds onto a vision. So we all need a vision because a vision is a guiding light. It's principles that we adhere to get us to the place that we want to go. It's that goal that directs us on our energy, our thoughts, our resources, and even our emotions, if we're wise and harness our energy, our emotions, and our thoughts, and put them toward that which we want. That's the nugget right there, y'all. That's the nugget. Hey, Rosemary, it's so nice to see you. Thank you for that. There's a Bible verse, you might have heard it in Proverbs, where there is no vision, the people perish. That's in Proverbs. Well, there's a word in Hebrew called pa-ra, P-A-W-R-A-H, pa-ra. That means unconstrained and directionless, brown in all directions. In other words, there's no prosperity. There's nothing growing. It's just dark, stark, and dying. And when you're directionless and when you're unconstrained, that's what happens. There's nothing happening. There's nothing growing. So directionless doesn't create a vibrant life. Surprise! Did you know that? It doesn't. Your vision that you envision is simply a holding place for a bigger picture for your life. That's what it is. It's wanting more than you currently have, which is fine, by the way. Nobody should ever put you down for that. And it's having a hot desire to define and redefine and possibly redefine what it is that you want your life to look like. Because, we're always defining and refining things, aren't we? But sometimes we have to say, well, wait a minute, that's not what I want. I have to redefine what it is that I want. And there's not a thing wrong with that, by the way. This is you being curious about your own life and your own vision and what it is that you want. It's asking yourself that question. It's a pertinent thing to do. It's a smart and wise thing to do, because then you get to put yourself on the path of vision. You get to have that vibrant path in your life, and you get to make a decision to be excited every day about what it is that you're doing, And I will tell you this, that there's companies out there, all of them out there, any company with any kind of anything have mission statements. They're mission oriented. Ours, Saving Dinners, is bringing families back to the dinner table one meal at a time. That's right. But guess what else? I wanted to redefine who we are a little bit. And that's why we have the Full Bloom brand instead of calling it Saving Dinner Supplements. It is the Full Bloom brand because I want to include bringing women back to their vibrant selves, right? You can bring them back to the dinner table, but I want to bring you back to your vibrant self. And I want to say your vibrant self, your heart, your mind, your body, and your soul. That's what you're all about. That is the complete package right there. That's what I want you to, that's what I want you to be, is the most vibrant version of yourself. And you can't do that divorcing yourself from a part of yourself. It is not just about your genes. It's about and getting that smaller gene size. It's about the entirety of your life. Everything counts. Of course it does. Because you will always be in this package body, this little meat sack, if you will, of a body, holding your heart, holding your soul, holding your brain, your thoughts, your vision, All of that, it all goes together. And when we start to understand that, then we can move energetically, all of us, all of ourselves together toward the thing that we want, toward that hot desire that we want. So I'm going to ask you a question. And yes, I understand that sometimes we put these things in different categories. You have an idea of what you want for, you want how you want your body to look, maybe, or to feel, or all of the above, I hope. But what is the vision that you have for your life? Because we have to remember that this is just the vehicle. This is what's going to get us around, right? I'll help you with that. Sure, I can. But what's going on between your ears is the thing that's going to direct the path. That's the thing that we get so messed up with. And this is why there are so many people who are so frustrated and so concentrated and so focused only on one thing, and that is weight loss. That's the diet culture for you. And that's not all of what it is. It's just merely your vehicle. But it has huge impact. It has huge impact if you don't feel energetic all the time, and if you're hurting all the time, and if you have no energy, it has huge impact. So let's set one. Let's set a vision for your life. Let's start with some of these questions. I think I've got 10. Yes, I do. Let's start with number one. Number one is define your hot desire. What do you want? What do you truly, truly want? What's in that heart of hearts of yours? Do you know? Start asking yourself questions. You can ask the why. We call it the why matrix. It's just, why do I want this? Well, I want to feel better. Well, why do you want to feel better? Well, I want to have more energy. Well, why do you want to have more energy? Well, I want to be able to play with my kids and go hiking with my husband and go skiing. And I want to do things. Do you see how that elevates and goes up the chain of not just, well, I just want to look good, or I just want to feel good, or whatever. All of a sudden there's emotion attached to it. That's what we want to get to. That's what the why matrix does. Keep asking yourself. When you answer it, then ask why about that answer. That's what it is that we need to do. Number two, think about what you hotly desire, not what you don't want, because that's part of the problem. It's one of the biggest parts of the problem. We have our eyes on the problem and not the solution. We have our eyes on all the things that are wrong, and we talk about them. We call a friend about them. We post about them on Facebook. We spend so much time on that, and energy and emotion and everything. No wonder that is what is manifesting in our lives, because that is, by the way, the solution for getting what you want. Spending time on it, focusing on it, emoting about it, talking about it. But if you're talking about the wrong things, you're going to get the wrong stuff. It's that simple, right? It's a bad habit that a lot of us need to break. Number three, ask what if. Ask the question, can you imagine, to spark creativity, to give yourself the permission to dream. And you can dream as big as you want. You can dream as small as you want. You can dream, dream, dream. Choose your dream. You have full permission to do that. Full permission. Hello, Shelly. I don't know where Fly Lady is. She's not here. She's on her channel. Hi, and there's Rosemary and Vanessa. Hello. Number four is invest in yourself. There is an exchange, and pros know this. Listen, I'm going to talk to you 1 minute. An investment in yourself is something completely different than just frivolous spending and expenses. When you think about investing in yourself and you're thinking about doing something that's worthy and worthwhile of your hard-earned cash, when you're buying supplements, that's an investment. When you're, getting yourself into a program like Take Back Your Life or Take Back Your Body or any of them that we have, that's an investment. We don't have garbage here. Never will. We have things that are investments in yourself, things that are going to remind you of the worthiness of who you are, things that are going to say to you, you are worth the effort. because I want every single woman on this planet to be seen and to see herself in the way that God sees her, as the apple of his eye. That's what I want. Because if you are here on purpose and for purpose, then who are you to shrink back and to not claim your place? Who are you to do that? Not you. Not you who are here, you lovely woman, you. Of course you're here. And of course you are becoming the woman that you are meant to be, simply by walking in the solution instead of the problem. And it takes some doing, it takes some effort, but boy, is it worth it. Number 5 is you want to emote like a preteen over a boy band. Remember that? Man, in my day, Bobby Sherman, all about him. Loved Bobby Sherman. Loved him. But I don't know what era you were from, but you remember getting all worked up about a boy band. Remember that? Okay. So here's the thing. That's what I want you to get all worked up about for what it is that you hotly desire. You want it? Get worked up about it. Have emotional capital invested in that. It will make a huge difference. I listened to the other day on my phone. I was looking through my voice memos, found the voice memo. Here I am sitting on the dock of this house, a house we couldn't afford. Mark thought I was crazy, but I was like, I am intent on doing this. And how the story goes. And it's just very simple. All I did was start seeing myself at this house on that dock in this neighborhood. And we did not buy that house. We bought a different one, but there was a dock and there was a lake and all the rest of it. And it worked for us. That is my point. We hold the vision loosely, but we hold to the principles firmly. Make sense? Number 6, I want you to remember this. This is all about you. It's not about them. It's not about all these people that you think that you're dancing for. You are not Quick Draw McGraw, and the bully's not pointing his little guns at your feet and making you dance for them. It's not happening. We have to take ourselves off these invisible make-believe stages and stop worrying about what everyone is going to think about us. We do. Because what they think about us is none of our business. And if they want to put that into our lives and say, this is what this is about, we have this thing called boundaries that we can put up and say, no, time out. I don't think so. I'm not interested in that. People try to do that, but you don't need to do that. And you don't need to accept anything that's coming from this imaginary audience. It is not you versus them. It's about you. You're the one living your life. They are not living yours, right? Number 7, reverse engineer it. What will get you there, right? Ask yourself that. What am I doing? What am I wearing? Who am I talking to? What's this all going to look like in 1 week? I mean, even that, just this 1 week that we're talking about, because we're talking about the Hot Melt Sprint, right? 1 week. 1 week of absolute 100% dedication. What's that going to look like? What am I going to feel like at the end of this week? What's my tape measure going to say? How am I going to show up? What am I going to be saying in the Hot Melt Sprint group on Facebook? Am I going to be bragging about it? Am I going to be saying, look at my results, y'all? Can you do that for 7 days and see what that's going to be like at the end of that time? Try it for a year. Make your head blow right off your shoulders. It's pretty awesome. But doing this gives you an opportunity to see yourself in a whole new light. You see yourself as the victor and no more the victim. You see yourself as winning and going through and persevering, staying the course, being the most tenacious version of yourself. That's it. That's it. I want you to hold on to that. Okay. And number 8, be a dedicated bridge builder. You know why? Because there's a gap in everyone's life. You are here. You want to get there. And the only way to get there, you can't just leap. You have to build a bridge to get there. And I will tell you, the gap is real. It's in everyone's life, but I'm going to listen to this for a minute right here. If you're going to write anything down, write this down. It's not the distance, it's the dedication. It's the truth. You know, when our Tanya went full board into the hot melt sprint, she had quite a distance to go, but that woman built a bridge and kept building it and building it and building it after day after day, and now we're getting into years. 130 pounds gone. How do you think she did that? Year, one brick at a time, that bridge got built. And it was a daily thing. It was a daily thing. Chris, your first sprint was last year at this time? That's awesome. I love it. So our Tanya Strong, yes ma'am, Jackie put up her hashtag. She showed the way for a lot of people. She's inspired a lot of people. And we're grateful for her for that. But the thing that she's shown everyone is this consistency, because she didn't concentrate on the distance. She concentrated on her dedication. And that's what made her successful. So I invite you into that and start thinking about it. You know, I don't care how great your distance is. I don't care if you have to lose 200 pounds. If that is you and you are dedicated, you will do it. Period. Number 9 is take inspired action. We're going to be talking about what that looks like tomorrow. But inspired action is a little bit different than just going through the motions. Ha ha. A little bit, huge difference. Huge difference. Are you going to show up for tomorrow? Because this is Wise Women's Wednesday. You'll hear it all tomorrow. And number 10 is specifics aren't details. No, they're not. And I'll talk about that on Thursday. Because all of this setup this week, becoming the women that we are been called to be, is all about focusing in on the vision of what could be. It's becoming a professional in our own lives. It's taking ourselves seriously. It's stepping up to the plate. It's stopping to dibble dabble and start playing true. Lining up, becoming in alignment, heart, mind, body, soul. Coming in alignment with the vision of what it is that you want for yourself. Becoming the woman that you're called by God Himself to become. Nobody's just stuck on this planet just to sit, rotate and do nothing and sit on a couch and watch Netflix. Everybody is called. Everybody is called by name. And it's time for us to start taking that seriously. We don't know how many days we have in our lives. We don't. But what we do know is if we're here on purpose, and we're here for purpose. And if that is good enough for God to put us here on this planet, then it's good enough for us to say, okay, I'm going to take this seriously. And the first thing that you need to do in order to get around in this world is take care of that vehicle. Let's start. Let's drop the inflammation. Let's start feeling really good in the skin that we're in. Let's start sprinting. It's on Monday. Pros get vision and create clarity around their lives to support the vision, by the way. They do. Your clarity is everything. In the clarity and of what you see, share your vision. Share your vision with people who are going to support your vision. Share your vision, and those that aren't going to support your vision, give them as little information as possible. It's like when you decide to do a little bit of intermittent fasting or whatever, don't tell anyone you're fasting, right? That's the first rule in fasting clubs. We don't tell people we're fasting, because then you're going to hear all kinds of the, amateur nutritionists come out of the woodwork. They want to tell you stuff, right? Don't do it. But remember this, without vision, the people perish. You perish. You get directionless, unconstrained, and purposeless. It's not good for anyone. We're not meant to live lives like this. We're meant to live lives on purpose. So I want you to take the time to visualize what you want, because that is how you're going to get what it is that you want. Take the time to do so. Use your journal. talk to your girlfriends. Be one with your vision. Your actions will follow. The how will become very apparent. And most of all, your community will be there to support you. Got me? Pinkies up? I hope so. I'm so glad you're here, by the way. Thank you so much for showing up. And if there's anything you need, you can always reach out to me at support@savingdinner.com. I answer all my emails. That's number one. And number two, if you have missed any of the announcements that we have this morning that I just gave you, including the ones about our supplement of the week and how to get the sprint. Remember, it's absolutely free, and get your kits going and all of that so that you can go full on in starting on Monday. Go to savingdinner.com/announcements. It's all there. Thank you so much for showing up. I appreciate you. You know that. I'll see you tomorrow for Wise Women's Wednesday. Peace be with you. Bye-bye.
Thank you for joining me today. You can find me on TikTok for daily tips to help support your most vibrant life. And remember, you are the author of your own story. Until next time.